What's up everybody, and welcome to the channel. In today's video we're checking out this 2026 Ford Explorer Tremor. This one's finished in the Star White Metallic with an MSRP around $63,000. So what do you guys think? Is this the perfect way to go to get a rugged family SUV? And as far as pricing goes, really doesn't break the bank for what it is. So we can pull that twice, and now let's see what is powering this Explorer. So underneath the hood, this one's going to have the 3-liter twin turbocharged V6. This makes 400 horsepower with 415 pound-feet of torque. This car weighs 4,400 pounds. We have a 20.2 gallon fuel tank, and you can expect 17 miles per gallon in the city with 22 out on the highway. This has a 10-speed automatic, a 4-wheel drive system, and then it can even tow about 5,000 pounds. For the exterior styling, has a really nice look. I like these LED headlights. You can see the dark housing to them as well, the running lights. You got Explorer written out, blacked out badge, camera, nice LED lights in the grille with some of that yellow accent, and then you're gonna see LED fog lights, all of your parking sensors, recovery hooks, then a nice design throughout the center. I think overall it's a really cool looking SUV. Just has a little bit of that rugged character to it. And then we're gonna get some all-terrain Bridgestones, a nice set of 18-inch wheels with more of that accent color, some black trim throughout the fenders, and then we have Explorer written out, gloss black trim, nice sharp body lines, and then we have power folding side mirrors. You have a camera, a turn signal as well, and then we have body color on the door handles. You're gonna get blacked out pillars, and then up above we have a panoramic sunroof, nice set of roof rails, and then for the whole side profile, it's got really good proportions. I love the prominent body line, and just the colors overall for this one is a really nice spec. This window kind of wraps around. We got an integrated spoiler. You have your brake light, blacked out badging, and then I like how these LED taillights look. They have that black bar connecting them, Explorer written out, trailer hitch receiver with all the plugs, and then we have parking sensors, and then I love all the color accents once again in back. So it's a great looking SUV, really can't complain. I think it's got a good style to it overall. On the key fob, we can double tap to go ahead and open up the back. You also have a button right back here. And then with everything folded down, you can get a pretty good look at how much cargo space you're gonna get in an Explorer. Can't complain, and I like how with the buttons, you can just press one of them and they'll very quickly pull up the second row. Now, even with them in use, we have extra hidden storage space underneath. Of course, your headrest will pop upwards. You have a plug over on this side as well. From here, we can just press the button, lower that down, and then in the interior, these seats are all manual for the second row. And then pulling that up, we have a lever right here to get these out of the way. Now, taking a look at the third row, we have some plugs, we have a little bit of storage and small cup holders. And then if I pull this seat back, it's a little small here for legroom. I mean, these seats are definitely on the floor, but headroom is actually really good. You got air vents up here. That's a decent back seat for not a ginormous vehicle. So nice to see, just good practicality throughout this car. And then slowly climbing out, taking a look at the second row now. They're all manual. You're gonna see the smooth leather style. We have this cool micro suede stitching, Tremor name. You're gonna get all these cool textures on the door panel. You can also see part of the speaker system, extra storage. And then hopping into the second row, we can manually slide it back. We have these very large armrests as well. And then we have a nice recline lever too. Now again, at 5'11", sitting here with the driver's seat of my height, got plenty of knee room, good headroom as well. You got your air vents sitting here. There's heated seats, climate controls, plugs, extra cup holders. Car seat definitely fits fine. So it's a good back seat. It's a really family-friendly car. Really can't complain. Don't see any sacrifices for the back. And then as we make our way up in front, you are going to get the keypad, which Fords are pretty known for. And then up in front, once again, all the soft touch materials, the stitching, the contrast, Bang & Olufsen audio, and memory seating. Another look at the seating surfaces. You got all the stitching, that nice panoramic sunroof. And then hopping inside, my foot on the brake, and fire up at that V6. Taking a look at the gauge cluster though, you're gonna see a couple different things you can take a look at for the center, some views. You can have all these presets you're able to take a look at. You got your tach, your speedometer as well, and all of your basic vitals all around it. You got paddle shifters, windshield wiper stock, turn signals over there. Cruise control is on the left, and then we have basic controls on the right. One last look at the steering wheel, nice style overall. And then we have headlight controls, interior in the trunk. Yeah, more soft touch, some cool textures. I like the fabric accent. You have soft touch on the dashboard and then more of this cool material. You got a nice large glove box and then full screen navigation. If you hit home, you have kind of a configurable one. You also have different controls right here and then a couple different apps. So simple screen, but looks pretty good. We have a climate control very easily, all in the center. It's pretty easy to operate. You have more of a full screen as well. Rear climate you can adjust. And then for reverse, you're going to get a backup camera, top-down view. And then we can configure a couple different over here as well. And then if we go ahead and put it back into park, if you just tap the camera icon right here, you have your front view camera as well. You're going to see some hidden storage right here. Nice design, got more of this contrast and soft touch. We have plugs and more storage all throughout the center here. We have a drive mode icon down below. So we have a couple off-road ones. You're going to get an off-road camera once that one's on. And then I like the depictions as well. So it's got a cool look to everything. So from off-road to street driving, and then of course even a tow and haul mode. We have more of the soft touch as well. And then we have storage in the center. One last look at these seats. Has a nice look to it. Just a good looking interior. You can see the roof again, and then we have a sunglass holder, garage door buttons, all the glass controls, and just a very well laid out interior. All right, so setting off now in the Explorer. I gotta say, that V6 packs some power. That is a really nice engine. This really gets up to speed the way you would want from any family SUV. So that engine is awesome. When a lot in this level, you know, kind of have 4-cylinders, so it's nice to see that Ford in this trim price point of vehicle is giving you a V6. So I really like the engine. It just makes this feel that much better. Overall driving, it's pretty comfortable. You got a good view around, mirrors all do their job. Pretty easy to see over your right and left shoulder as well. So it's just an easy normal car to drive. Seats are comfortable, armrests are great. The tech all works really well too. You know, I don't mind the climate on the screen. You get used to it real quick. You can even toggle things even if something else is up. So it's not been anything to work the screens. Gauge cluster looks good as well. Just a really good normal SUV. It's pretty quiet in here. I probably hear the tires just a little bit. Again, this is the Tremor. This is more for off-road use. You know, if you're gonna do some adventures on the weekend, obviously there are more street-focused, platinum trim levels, things like that. But just slightly the tires, but again, not even annoying. So overall ride quality and comfort levels are perfect, exactly what you would expect. We've done already like a quarter tank in just the last day or so with the family, and no complaints for anybody. It's been just a usable vehicle. Steering feels good. It has a nice weight to it. It's a good driving vehicle. And I actually grew up with a Ford Explorer. We had a 1995 when I was a kid. So that was kind of the SUV that I grew up living with, and the first vehicle I ever actually drove. Very different vehicle from back then to now. That was a body-on-frame truck. This is now a, you know, unibody SUV like most SUVs are in this segment. But, you know, the Explorer has evolved into just a really good family vehicle. It still has some good capabilities, and obviously with the Tremor, you're gonna get some off-road aspects to it. But really no complaints with the way it drives. It's just a comfortable, normal car. It's got the basic tech you would want in any vehicle of this price tag. And honestly, I feel like for 63 grand, it doesn't seem too expensive given this is a higher trim level. You can get these a lot lower in price actually. So the Explorer really does suit a lot of people, which is great to know that you can get an affordable 3-row family SUV these days that won't break the bank. This one obviously closer to the top end. Now, as far as build quality, hitting this big old bump, the suspension works really well. It's got a nice, comfortable drive to it. It doesn't hit you and be harsh or anything. So it definitely absorbs the bumps very well. It's easy to take smooth turns with. I don't think there's anything you're gonna complain with this. You can easily turn off the auto start stop, gain access to everything. It's not cluttered with buttons. The cruise works very well. Just a simple, nice, normal car. And then when you are hitting any sort of trails, I like how you can automatically have the camera turn on in the off-road setting. And of course that'll do the traction control and kind of make your adjustments. But it's been easy to use this kind of camera. And then we'll hit just a little bit of a bump over here. Nothing too crazy, but you know, still nice to know that this has some good capabilities. And then very quickly can go back into any normal drive mode to cruise around with the family.